What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? It's me, your big partner, Cartoon One. Man, I'm back again. It's story time. It's story time. It's story time. Man, we're going to get right to it, man. This story right here again takes place within the Alabama prison system. Now, Alabama prison system is a little bit different. Well, it's a lot of bit different from the California prison system. It's just different. The security is different. The politics are different. The some of the rules are different, and some of the everyday life is different. They just different. They different, and they different night and day. They're different in night and day. But anyway, it don't mean it ain't dangerous. It's still dangerous. In some ways, it's more dangerous than the California prison system due to the fact that the politics, the rules, and the security is a little bit different. Whereas it'll take back when I was in Cali system, you know what I'm saying, you had to jump through some hoops and hurdles to get a knife made out of pure iron, to get a pure steel knife. Whereas in the Alabama prison system, they come a dime a dozen. Everybody has them. They're easy to make. The police don't check for missing pieces of a cut off locker or anything like that. Whereas the California prison, they gonna hit it. They hit it with their spray paint, so they'll know that that whatever little mishap or whatever missing in this cell was already there because it been hit with the spray paint. But now, whereas in Alabama, man, you can cut, chop, weld, mold, glue the whole cell down almost, and they ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? You could take your locker and cut it down, make 100 knives, and they probably won't ever even notice it because that's not something that registered to the security in their prison system. It's so many different places you can get it. But anyway, this story that I'm finna tell y'all, man, it take place one day, man, in one of the maximum security prisons. Now, look, like I say, the politics are a lot different in Alabama versus the politics in California prison system, where such as a lot of stuff just open, a lot of stuff is just loose, and you'll run across certain type of situations in Alabama prison system that you're not just gonna run across a lot of times in the California prison system. And the story I'm finna tell you now is one of those such things that ran across my desk. It tripped me out, you know what I'm saying? But everything that took place had to take place. Man, that water good, y'all. Anyway, what it took place, man, one day I was in my cell, and boom, knock at the door come. When the knock at the door come, I'm like, "Cuz, what's up, homie? Come on in." You know what I'm saying? That's how I go. Dude, knock at your door. They'll wait till you say, "Come on in," before they swing your door open. They ain't gonna, that's the only way they do it. So anyway, when the door come open, two of the little young homies came in. They like, "Big ho, cuz, what's up?" I'm like, "Man, what's up, y'all?" They like, "Man, I'm not gonna use, like I say, I changed the names up a lot. I'm not gonna use the homie's real name because at this time, I believe he's still incarcerated, and everybody and their mama got phones in the Alabama system, and everybody and their mama in the Alabama system watch me." So anyway, I'm gonna get a name. I'm gonna call a homie. Shoot, man, I get what type of name to get him. I'm just call him Lil Oak. That's not his name. No, it's not his name. I'm just giving him that name. I'm just calling him Lil Oak. That's just the name I'm gonna give him. So the two homies come in. They like, "Big cuz, man, the homie Lil Oak getting into it, man. You heard about it?" I'm like, "No, cuz, heard about what?" Man, the homie down there on the other side in the other block, man, he done got into it. With I don't want to use the word faggot because it's so offensive. But I'm gonna say he got into it with one of them punks down the hall. So I'm like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, "Cuz, what happened? I mean, what's up?" Now I'm knowing it had to been some type of mess because now the homie Lil Oak, he didn't indulge in them type of activities. He wasn't involved with it. That wasn't. In fact, he had a real big hatred for homosexuals. And so now when they say he got into it, I can believe it because it didn't take him much. He didn't respect them. He had no liking for them. It was just nothing about them that they liked, that he liked. You know, he didn't like being around them. You know what I'm saying? The whole hookup, that was him. And it didn't take him much to get into it with one of them. And so anyway, so when they were telling me like, man, cuz got into it down the hallway, they explained to me what they felt had happened. So I'm like, well, where is he at right now? They like, cuz he's still down the hallway. I'm like, hey man, look, have somebody call down there. Cause you know, we get on them cell phones and we'll call all over the prison. I say, cuz, have somebody call down there, call one of the homies down there and tell cuz, I say, man, get back down this hallway. Now I need to holler at him. So boom, at the time I didn't know or realize the severity of the problem. So on the next unlock, when the door opens up, you know, they don't have unlocks like Cali, but you know, I'm gonna just say the unlock because fools come and go all the time. So when the door swung open, you know, the homie, it took a little minute, but here he come. So he knew he comes, you know, straight to, like, yeah, when cuz come in there, send him to my cell. So when he came in, he came straight to my cell. I'm like, cuz, what's up, homie? He like, man, old punk ASS boys down there, man, running their mouth, talking crazy. I'm like, cuz, well, who was it? So he said the individual's name. I knew the individual. I'm like, okay, so you know, how you and him get into it? No, cuz, man, we was in the back. You know, it was during sports season. And, you know, sports is a real big thing in Alabama prison system, in every prison system. So he back there, you know, I guess rooting for his team, cheering for his team. And I guess the boy was cheering for the other team. But now he wasn't having it. He already was mad. I kind of find out his team was losing. He mad about that. But now kind of find he had money on the game. Now that's one thing about gambling. I noticed a lot. Dudes will have money on the game and be gambling. And if you rooting, you know, you might not know about their bets. You might not know about nothing they have going on. But now here it is because they got money on this team here and this team is losing and they mad because they watching their money walk out the door. But now you rooting for the other team and don't have a dog in that fight. None of that. This is your team you're rooting on. That's what was happening. The boy was rooting for the other team, and the homie Lil Oak was mad, upset because he losing his money. And he go off, he blow. He say something. He said something to the punk. Hold on. Excuse me, y'all. Glasses sometimes give me a headache. But anyway, he said something to the punk, something along the line. His version was, he told the boy, hey man, look, man, you riding a broom on my money. Now they'll use that a lot out in the South, riding a broom. That means you janking his money, you hexing his money. So he told me like, hey man, you need to shut up, man, you need to kick back. You riding a broom on my money. So the boy, turn around and tell him, well, look, homie, I'm rooting for my team. I'm rooting for. I ain't got nothing to do with your money. I don't know who you betted or what you got going on. I don't know none of that. I'm just rooting for my team. So, Lil Logue say he told him, man, F your team. I don't care nothing about what you're doing. You need to stop talking about it because you making me lose my money. So the boy, now the boy in question ain't no punk. Now he a punk, but he ain't no punk. Meaning to say, he's a full-fledged homosexual, but he gonna get down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people come up under the misconception just because these people are gay, like you thinking what? They lost the ability to put them hands up? They lost the ability to put the paws on somebody's jaws. That ain't always the question. That's not always the thing. I done ran across a whole lot of gay boys that can, you know what I'm saying? Because they still men. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they still men. They just fruit ball men. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so as the conversation kept going, from what I understand, it got a little bit more heated to the boy. The boy tried to be respectful. Now that's one thing about them boys. They try to be respectful because they know they got to stay in their place. They know it can get hard on the yard for them. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how tough they feel they are. I don't care how whatever they think they are. If they think they still a man, they supposed to get respect or whatever. At the end of the day, you get into it with the wrong people, man, they're going to get on your head, directly on your head. And this right here was one of them situations. Now, here it is. You getting into it with a crip that's in decent standing on the yard. So now, however it going to go, we all coming. Yeah, we all coming. But anyway, so now they supposed to pass words. And now here it is, bang. The homie get mad, he take one, bow. He go up top. From what I understand, their boy teed off back. Bow. Not once, but twice. Bow, bow. So now they go to locking up. So now, from whoever won that fight, I heard different versions of who got the best of who in the fight. Now the homie back down the hallway because I sent for him. Now he want to stab me. Cuz, man, woo, woo, woo. Which I see that happen. I used to see that happen a whole lot of times. Dudes get into it with them homosexuals and feel that they didn't get the best of the deal or it didn't go. The homosexual might have got one or two blows in too many. Now they want to stab them. They want to kill them because they pride in the way. They pride hurt. Man, I done let this whoop, whoop, whoop hit me and do what you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it go. So anyway, he want to do something to him. So now I'm telling him, I'm like, cuz, y'all got our head up. What's the problem? What's the issue? You know what I'm saying? You banked him up. He got one or two on you. No, big homie, cuz, it ain't gonna work like that, cuz. I'll tell you, it ain't gonna work, man. I'm gonna kill this fool. I'm gonna do this and that. So now I'm trying to talk some sense into this youngster. But now, at the end of the day, if he so chose to go get some heat and do something to the boy, que sera, sera. It is what it is, gonna be what it gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, boom. Now, here it is. He leave the cell. I get a call on my phone. Hold on. Anyway, excuse me. I get a call on my phone. It's from one of the homies down the hallway. So when I get on the phone, I'm like, cuz, what's up? Cause like I say, it ain't like Cali. Everybody and their mama got a cell phone in the Alabama system almost. You know what I'm saying? They just boom. They, boom. It's there. It's like having an ID card. So now on the phone, I call cuz, what's up? So he go to tell me, hey man, Felicia wanna holler at you. I said, now Felicia is, or was, because Felicia done passed away. Felicia was a well-known homosexual in the prison at the time, had a lot of pull with the police, was well respected though, and respected to the point to where everybody knew Felicia, everybody got along with Felicia. Felicia didn't step on nobody's toes, Felicia didn't bother nobody, Felicia didn't do none of that type of stuff. Everybody knew Felicia. And you was able to go through Felicia to get a lot of things done that you needed done in the shift office with the police or just around the prison. You know what I'm saying? Felicia was one of them type, and everybody was cool with Felicia. So he said, man, Felicia, I said, well, where he at? He like, here he go. So he put Felicia on the phone. So Felicia say, hey, man, what's up, Tune? I'm like, man, what's up, Felicia? What's going on? Like, look, I know you already know about your homeboy, little Loke down here, fighting with one of my girls. That's how he's speaking. Fight with one of my girls, man. It wasn't her fault. That's how. Now I'm saying it like how Felicia was saying it to me. It wasn't her fault, Tune. Your homeboy was the aggressor. He was the one doing this and doing that. Da 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 da. So of course, now Felicia gave me a slightly different version of what happened. Okay, so different version from what Lil Loke said had happened. So now I'm listening to it. So now at the end, what shocked me, what threw me, Felicia said that look, I already heard that he want to do different stuff. He want to do this and that. Come on, Tune, man, don't let your homeboy hurt my little sister. That's how Felicia was talking. It don't gotta be that way, man. If he want to fight him again, he can fight him again, and we can leave it at that. Now, I know y'all saying, well, what do you mean fight him again and leave it at that? We can leave it at that. Okay, now let me give you a little insight to this thing. Felicia was well known and well liked around the prison system. But now, one of the things that kind of separated Felicia, now Felicia was over, called shots on all the other homosexuals that was in the prison. You know what I'm saying? That was Felicia Rowe. But now Felicia had two brothers that was in the camp with him too, that was in the prison with us. And both his brothers was Crips. You know what I'm saying? And they let people, they always let, it wasn't no secret, it wasn't no ooh wee, nothing, weird, none of that. It was three of them. And same mama and daddy brothers. All three of them was there. Two of them was Crips, and then you had Felicia. And I say her because it becomes, that's how they talk. But Felicia's brothers not only were two Crips, but they were two good Crips in good standing. Riders. I'm talking about both of them was knockout artists, was good people. And one thing at the end of the day, whether Felicia was gay, whether Felicia was whatever, at the end of the day, that was still their brother. You know what I'm saying? That was still, and they were going to, aid and assist. They were going to come to, but now, it had been some times while I was there that Felicia had got into certain situations and they came and they squashed it out. You know what I'm saying? They understand that Felicia, was gay. But they let Felicia do what Felicia did. So anyway, on to some other stuff. Now, the gays running around, I seen them form up before like Voltron. I seen this with my own eyes. I've seen the gays get into it, and when I say boom, form up like Voltron, like Wonder Twins activate and come on the yard. They came on the yard one time to get at some dudes. Now these dudes, some of them was Crips, Blood, some of them was Disciples, but they was all from the same city. You know what I'm saying? They was all cool. They was all from the same city. But now one of them, something had happened. One of them had got into it with the homosexuals, and so boom, they come on the yard about 17 deep. Man, listen, it was a sight. It was a sight beyond sight. Had their pants rolled up, had their sleeves rolled up. Man, some of them had their shirts tied around their chest. They come to get out. They come for war. They was coming to get all the way down for they grits and they gravies. Like, whoa. Now, that's a different story that what happened with that. I can tell y'all that at a different time. But anyway, basically, after the conversation with Felicia, Felicia in his own way was kind of letting me know that, look, we need to nip this in the bud because we not finna let your homeboy do nothing to my people. When I say people, he talk about, the little gay dude. And so he didn't give it to me in an ultimatum type term, but beyond all of the pretty words and all the other stuff, basically what he was saying was like, okay, Butoon, if we have to go to war with y'all behind this, we will, And that was not outright said. It's just me. I tell you all the time, I can look beyond the veil and tell you what type of fish at the bottom of the lake. So I was able to cut through all the nice, sweet words and all the nice, respectfulness and all this and that. And I was able to see that this is where Felicia was going. So now at the end of the conversation, okay, what we agreed was they get down again. They gonna get down again. So now, because I even called Lil Loke back to the cell, and while I had Felicia on the phone, and I was telling her like, cuz, man, you want some straightening on this, that, you want to, can you whoop this fool and da. So, of course, he got a saved face in front of me. Yeah, because, yeah, I got it. Yeah, man, have that fool come down here. Man, I'm going to beat the whoop-de-whoop-wop out of him. I'm going to put these jumper cables on him, beat the brakes off him. I'm going to do this, that. Only reason why, because people got in the way and bloom, whatever. Okay, well, cool. I tell Felicia, I say, look, hey, man, bring that boy down here today after dinner. When y'all coming off the yard from after dinner, come on down here. They going to get down, and we going to leave it at that. So Felicia was like, all right, well, cool. I'm gonna bring him down there, and it'll go from there. So now, okay, word got around the camp. Of course, Felicia was gonna tell some more of the gays and all that. I guess that that was his business. So anyway, in the block I was living in at the time, it was about 9 Crips in that block anyway. But anyway, word got around a prison, so more Crips, like I said, came over. Like I tell y'all, movement is different. The security is different. In a maximum security prison in Alabama, they move around how we in Cali would move around a level 2 yard. It is what it is. But anyway, so now, certain homies, a lot of homies, I know a lot of homies was calling me on the phone like, cuz, man, what's up? So I'm giving them the 411, let them know how. They like, cuz, we gonna come over there. I'm like, all right, well, cool, cuz, you want to come over there and check it out? Cool. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, after dinner came. After dinner came, the homie Lil Low, he was already waiting. Cuz had some state boots on, had his gloves, he was ready. So I get a call. It's Felicia. Like, Tune, is it all right if we come down there now? It ain't gonna be no mess and all this and that. I'm like, no. It's gonna be head up, straight up, 101, however it go. You know what I'm saying? However it go, how it gonna go. I'm like, so they like, all right, well, we on our way. So I tell Lil Loke and a couple of more homies, I was like, look, man, the punks on their way down here to get down. I said, cuz, man, go ahead and whoop that fool's ASS and get it over with, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and mop him up. He like, yeah, cuz, I'm stab that fool. I'm like, oh, pump the brakes, hold on. I say, cuz, I done already gave my word that it wasn't gonna be no gunplay on the runway. It wasn't gonna be no knife play. So now you just gotta whoop him, homie. You can't whoop this fool. I'll whoop him, cuz, I'll whoop him. But I detected a little hesitance in his voice, like he might have been a little, not so sure that he was gonna be able to put him. I guess from the first encounter they got into down the hallway, and I don't know, But anyway, so we was gonna do it like this here, cuz. Look, we're gonna do it like this here, man, to make sure, cuz now I know for a fact, if the homie getting down, and other Crips standing around, and it looked like the homie losing. Oh, they finna get into it. They ain't finna let no chump, no punk whoop the homie like this. And I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? But once my word is on something, it was on it. I told them they can get a head up fair one. You know what I'm saying? They can get that. So cool. Then plus, it was the situation of Felicia, 2 brothers. You know what I'm saying? Even though Felicia wasn't, the one that had to get down, I know how Felicia is. If his partner fighting, if his daughter, he used to call him his daughter. If one of his daughters is fighting and homies jump, he's gonna get in it. You know what I'm saying? He was loyal to his cause like that. He was gonna get in it, and he get in it. That means he was gonna get socked up, probably stuck up, or whatever. Now it's a situation with his 2 brothers. I'm finna try to avoid all that problem at all cost. So anyway, the door opened up. We sitting around waiting, the door opened up. And when the door opened up, Felicia, 2 brothers was the first 2 come through. They come through, you know what I'm saying? They, cuz, what's up, cuz? Woo, woo, woo. So, they just making a little noise. So they see me saying, big homie Tune, cuz, with that Crip. I'm like, what's up, cuz, man? Y'all come on in. So, but when they coming in, here come 5, gay dudes. Here come 5 gay dudes behind them. They happen to be coming in too. Felicia, the one who had to fight, and 3 more. Boom. I'm going to end this right here. It's part 1. Y'all got to stay phased for part 2, man. Y'all stay ready for part 2. Y'all know what's going to come. Boom.